Good morning, Cambridge class. So today we are going to be doing some more English-based tasks. So today we're going to look at story writing. So I'm going to read an extract from a story, okay? You possibly will know which story this extract has come from. If you don't quite know when I'm reading it, I will explain where the story extract has come from afterwards. And then your task is going to be to continue the paragraph and write the next paragraph. Okay, so this is coming from your imagination. You very well may know the story, but I would like you to try and ignore what you know and create your own short story. Okay, so here is the extract. A kind of electricity seemed to be gathering inside them. A sense of power was brewing in those eyes of hers. A feeling of great strength was settling itself deep inside her eyes. But there was also another feeling, which was something else altogether, and which she could not understand. It was like flashes of lightning. Little waves of lightning seemed to be flashing out of her eyes. Her eyeballs were beginning to get hot, as though vast energy was building up somewhere inside them. It was an amazing sensation. She kept her eyes steadily on the glass, and now the power was concentrating itself in one small part of each eye and growing stronger and stronger, and it felt as though millions of tiny little invisible arms with hands on them were shooting out of her eyes towards the glass she was staring at. Tip it, Matilda whispered. Tip it over. She saw the glass wobble. It actually tilted backwards a fraction of an inch, then righted itself again. She kept pushing at it with all those millions of invisible little arms and hands that were reaching out from her eyes, feeling the power that was flashing straight from the two little black dots in the very centres of her eyeballs. Tip it, she whispered again. Tip it over. Okay, so this is your extract. As some of you may have already guessed, it is an extract from the book Matilda. Okay? And it's based on the part where Matilda is trying to tip over the glass of water to prove to Miss Honey that she's got this magic power. Okay? So, if you're not familiar with the story Matilda, here is what it is about. So, Matilda is a girl who struggles to fit in with her family. So, she loves to learn and read and wants to go to school, but her family don't believe in education. They like to just sit in front of the TV all the time. Okay, her father owns a crooked business. He scams people basically, and her mum doesn't work. So eventually, her dad sends her to a school where the head teacher is Miss Trunchbull, a, a mean lady who hates all children. Eventually, Matilda and the children get her out of the school, but not before she causes them lots of pain. Okay, so Miss Trunchbull is not a very nice head teacher. Puts children in something called the chokey, which is like a little closet with nails sticking out of the inside. Okay, so you probably wouldn't be able to move once inside. And she puts them in there for all sorts of silly reasons, such as having plaits in your hair, for example. Okay. Um, so as I've already said, this extract, this one here, is from the part of the story where Matilda is trying to tip over a glass of water prove to Miss Honey that she has got these magic powers. Okay, so I want you to tell me what happens next. So I want you to write the next part of the story. So finish this paragraph and write the next paragraph afterwards. Okay, so there's lots of different scenarios you may want to choose. If you are struggling for an idea, you could maybe use one of these scenarios that I've thought of for you. So you could use something like the glass tips over, but Miss Trunchbull also sees. So what happens to Matilda once Miss Trunchbull has seen that she can tip the glass over and she's got magic powers? Another scenario could be the glass doesn't tip over and Matilda is in trouble for lying. So what happens to Matilda because she's lied? Maybe she gets put in the chokey, maybe she gets expelled, maybe I don't know, she does something silly to prove that she has got magic powers. The next one could be the glass levitates instead, sees Miss Trunchbull spying and throws its contents over her. So maybe the glass has got, I don't know, the glass levitates and it can see, it can sense that Miss Trunchbull's there, that somebody's there who's not supposed to be there. Um, or the last one, the glass emits a magic spell. So I don't know, it could maybe make everybody around it able to read minds or something like that. It's completely up to you. But I would like you to write the next part of the story. Okay? So, because this extract is talking about magic, here are some of the adjectives that you might want to use in your next paragraphs. So, we've got enchanting, miraculous, fascinating. So, they are adjectives that show that this magic is good. Then we've got spooky, eerie, daunting, nerve-wracking, and alarming because maybe it's not quite what it seems. Maybe Matilda finds it enchanting, miraculous, and fascinating, but Miss Honey or Miss Trunchbull or whoever's there might find it nerve-wracking, alarming, spooky, eerie, daunting. It's completely up to you how you want to play this out, okay? I would like you to write the next part of the story pretending you don't actually know what happened. So using your imagination, using these adjectives to write a really interesting next part of the story. Good luck, Cambridge class. Once you've written your next part of the story, please email it to me because I'm very interested to see what you've come up with. I'll speak to you again soon.